Hi guys, welcome to the Two Docs Podcast. I'm Dr. Ingky.
Hi, Dr. Aiesha here.
And welcome to the podcast whereby two medical doctors speak about non-medical stuff.
Yep.
Alright, okay. And most of the time we speak about stuff which are
Life-related experiences.
and we speak about from our own experience.
But this week, it's a special week because it is
episode 100.
100.
Our centennial episode.
Centennial. My God.
It means that we've been going on for almost 100 weeks.
100 weeks. It's not
100
almost.
weeks,
It's 100 weeks.
100 weeks.
4 weeks short of 2 years non-stop every week.
Yes.
Sometimes I wonder where we get the stamina from.
Actually, right, the stamina is always there because, you know, we use this as an excuse just to hang out.
Oh, yeah,
just both
that's
of
true,
us
that's
and
true.
just yak only, and you guys have to just listen to stop.
Too bad.
Too bad. All right, so I know, Ellie, I want to ask you, what do you do to stay fit?
What do I do to stay fit? I try to eat a bit less,
Okay.
but in this country, it's damn
It's
right
difficult.
impossible. Yep. So I would try my best to do some exercise, walk a little bit.
So what sort of exercise do you do?
Walk, jog. Walk more than jog nowadays, getting older. And then I
Knees
pretend...
a bit pain already, right?
Not a bit.
Osteoarthritis already,
Knees
yeah.
damn bloody painful nowadays. That's the only way I know I'm getting older. You know, hit above 40, pain. Below 40, no pain. Stupid. Hate it. Anyway, after that, pretend to do some push-up lah.
Okay, yeah, I see you doing your one-handed push-ups.
Yeah. So
on,
today,
Instagram all the time.
so today, one of my clients actually asked me, right? Hey, I see you do your push-up all the time. Do you recycle them?
you use the same video
Yeah.
over and
Because
over
you see,
again.
I see a red shirt, a blue shirt, a white shirt, and a grey shirt. Do you recycle them all the time? You know, I'm like, shit. You found out my secret, huh? So anyway, what do you do?
Now, just looking at me, right? You know that I have a body of a Greek god. Just that problem is my body doesn't know that it's a Greek god. My body doesn't know it's a Greek god.
Yours is called what, you know? Greek for God. For God.
So yeah, you can't forget. So
But you do weights.
I do a little
You
bit
do
of
weights.
weights here and
You
there.
do weights.
Right? I do a bit of weights here and there. I
I
try
mean-
my best to lift weights.
I mean, to be fair, if we look back at episode 1, right, you didn't have this much muscle.
Yeah. I was smaller, and there was a time, if you look back, probably episode 50, right, I was fatter. And now I'm so yeah. So I undergo this metamorphosis of skinny, fat, fit, and back to skinny, fat, fit. So these are the dilemma of a Greek god. So
Yes.
anyway, but when we talk about lifting weights, right, I wouldn't be able to lift as much weights as our guest. All right. So for our 100th episode, right,
We promise you something
brought-
special.
Yeah, we promise you something special.
Yep,
So we
something
brought
special.
in a guest. All right. So let me introduce you to the guest first before we show her face. All right. It's a her. Okay.
Her.
Yeah. She can bench press more than you and me combined. Trust me. I think she can.
I think she can bench press with our body weight.
I think she can bench press both of us combined together. You know, rely on one another. She can bench press both of us. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. She is Miss Fit Angel.
Fit Angel.
And on top of that, right, if you're asking what is Miss Fit Angel, right, basically, right, she has won all the bodybuilding competitions for bikini bodybuilding as that you know of internationally, not even locally, internationally.
Wait. You said bikini bodybuilding.
Bikini bodybuilding. So it's not.
So
it's
you're
different from
a bit
regular
disqualified, eh?
Yeah. Hey, you haven't seen me in a bikini yet, okay?
I don't want to see you in a bikini.
Wait till you see me in a bikini, ah.
Don't want.
Huh.
Don't want.
Tell you.
That will be like, let's keep it for episode 299.
So she has won multiple competitions, not only locally in Malaysia, but internationally as well. And on top of that, right, that is not her full-time job, you know. Right? She's a doctor as well.
A doctor?
She's a doctor as well. She's a sports physician. So it means, right,
Suddenly I'm feeling very small, you know.
yeah, she is a full-time doctor. She does bodybuilding. All right, she does the bikini bodybuilding, and she coaches other people as well on how to do bikini bodybuilding. All right, so
I'm feeling very underachieving right now.
okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is my good friend, Dr. Aiesha Asmadi. All right, Dr. Aiesha, please
Welcome.
introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself.
Quick introduction.
Yeah.
Hello everyone.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you Dr. Ingky. Thank you Dr. Ali. So I'm a long-time friend of Dr. Ingky. Thank you for inviting me as a guest.
I think we rename this podcast to the Three Dogs Podcast now.
Pretty soon.
Now we have 3 dogs.
No, wait. If the viewership goes up, right?
It goes up, then
No choice.
Then we be a Three
No
Dogs
choice.
podcast,
It'll be
yeah.
Three Dogs Podcast.
All right. So today we invited Dr. Aiesha. I just call it Aiesha. All right.
Yes.
Today we invited Aiesha because, first of all, we just want to know how do you get into bikini bodybuilding competition?
So basically, I started training for bodybuilding seriously sometime 2011. Actually, it started as a recovery and rehab program after I was diagnosed with cancer.
Oh.
So basically, I had a breast cancer. I undergo chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and all that, including surgery. So I realized I needed help in those process of recovery, and I got myself a coach. And my coach suddenly saw my potential to become a serious athlete, and he trained me seriously for 2 years. And after 2 years of proper bodybuilding training, we went into a competition, which is a Man of Steel Women Fitness. So it is a physique competition with a fitness routine. And I was like a completely novice competitor, and I did so well. I just had so much fun on stage, and I won a second runner-up, plus athlete sponsorship from SciTech Nutrition. So I'm like, hey, it started off as a fun and hobby thing, and hey, I'm good at it. I want to like try some more, and I got a little addicted to the process. So I like the dieting, I like the training, I like the stage presentation, and it's so fun, you know. It's so fun because through those process of suffering, it's sort of like a redemption of my lost years from cancer.
So, I'm a dum-dum in bodybuilding. So what is bikini bodybuilding, and how is it different from other forms of bodybuilding?
So basically, bodybuilding come in multiple categories. Bikini bodybuilding is a special category whereby you develop a bikini physique with the foundation of muscle. So if you imagine someone with a bikini physique, what do you imagine? You will imagine an hourglass shape. You will imagine a small waist, balanced shoulder with strong glutes. But the body is harmony, symmetry, and balance. But with the bodybuilding component, this shape is built through the foundation of muscle. Not fat, not plastic surgery, something that you have to go through special training, dieting, and supplementation.
When you say it's symmetrical, means it has to be asymmetrical, muscle tone.
As in both side balance?
Yes, okay, I know you guys are aesthetic doctor, right?
Yeah.
So aesthetic, what is aesthetic? Aesthetic is symmetry and balance, whereby no other body part overpowering other body part. So when you look at it, you can see X frame, hourglass, balance, symmetry, harmony. So it's the concept is the aesthetic concept. It's a aesthetic sports.
Damn, she did research on us.
Yeah. So okay,
No, it's my sport.
in today's podcast, right? In today's episode, we just want to, because we have Aiesha here, we're going to bust a couple of myths.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So the first question I want to ask Aiesha is, I've heard it from a lot of people, right? I've heard it from some of my friends and even some of my families. And then every time when we go to the gym or we go exercise, they say, I don't lift weights. Lift weights will make me bulky. But when I watch your Instagram, you are lifting a lot of weights, and yet when I stand beside you, right, you are so small.
Yes,
So
that's the thing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
does weightlifting?
I mean, look at her.
Yeah.
Guys, look at her. Look at her. Does she look like she lifts weights?
No. She doesn't look that huge,
Yeah.
bulky.
I mean, she hasn't flexed yet.
Yeah, she hasn't flexed yet. Trust me, we flexed just now.
You waiters out there did not serve the wrong thing yet. If you serve the wrong thing, you see the She-Hulk comes out.
So the myth that everyone believes is if women lift weights, they will become
Chunky.
big and bulky.
John
the shoulders,
Cena,
the
Rock.
shoulders become big and stuff like that.
Okay, so basically, people need to understand the component of a physique. So we have bones, we have muscle, we have fat, and we have water. So people who appear bulky, yes, they can have muscle, but on top of that muscle, there could be fat also. So let's say people are lifting super heavy weight, but they are also eating a lot in a surplus, so they appear bulky. So the special thing about bodybuilding is that you can actually manipulate how you want to look. So let's say with the component of resistance training, when you lift super heavy weight, you develop a certain muscles. So you want your training to be intentional. Okay, for women, we do not want to have a big trapezius. And we want broad shoulder, but we do not want to be too big that it's masculine muscle. So we like the feminine muscles, like we like the back to create the illusion of hourglass, and we like the glutes to make it round and solid and tight and high, and we like a little bit of hamstring and a little bit of calf. So with bodybuilding training style, it's a combination of compound exercise, which means those super heavy weights to have a foundation of muscle, and then we also combine it with isolation exercises, which is more of a single joint exercises to sculpt the body. So you want a big muscles, and then you want sculpting muscle. People who lift weights, women who lift weights, they will look more feminine than ever if they know
How to sculpt it,
how to do it.
how to train. So when I actually design a training program for my client, I don't do it whatever. I don't do it like HIIT, like pump, throw around. No, every exercise that you do is intentional. Be intentional in terms of you want to sculpt your body in a hourglass shape, X-frame harmony. On top of that, you want to control your diet so you are not over fat. So we control the body fatness. So there are certain level of fat that make you look aesthetic with the muscle foundation that we built through training. So it's a sort of a process like a lot of scientific explanation behind it, but with the strategy that we are using through bodybuilding training, we can actually design the physique that someone wants to achieve. So the myth of bulking is wrong, and especially when people abuse certain drugs. Let's say they want to cut their timing, their training time short, meaning that it takes years to develop muscles. Like a mature muscle take years. So they want to cut those short. We call it shortcut. So they took certain drugs.
It's basically anabolic steroids.
Anabolic steroids. Yes, and these drugs is actually causing you to have a masculine features. So, but we can't say who take it and who don't, but it is, I would say that it is not uncommon.
Okay, so
people,
so
yes.
basically it's, if a female does lift weights, it is very rare or close to impossible for them to get this huge bulky muscles in a short period of time. All
No,
right?
I think,
or even,
I think you need to do the correct ones.
you need to do the correct ones. All right.
All right. So correct me if I'm wrong. If I got you correctly, Aiesha. So if let's say a trainer is not accustomed to knowing how to train a female physique
Okay.
and train a male physique all the time, but they use the same program onto a female, would she then start to develop like all those trapezius, the masculine features, as opposed to what you do?
Or she would not, or she would never.
Or
do it
she'll never
because
get it.
Her body's physiology doesn't allow it.
Actually, because as I said, female and men, whatever it is, we need the muscle foundation through resistance training. That is, we call it hardcore, like a really heavy lifting weight. But without the support of a hormone, it's not possible for female to develop a masculine features. So for the shoulder, so when you see a men have a stronger upper body, especially shoulder, and women have a stronger lower body. So when you give in relative to the gender, women have stronger legs compared to men, and men have stronger upper body compared to women. Say, when men do upper body strength, they can get shoulder very fast. But for me, mati-mati pun tak dapat shoulder. So like you have to train like 3, 4, 5 times more intense than guys relatively to have like a
Some sort of result
like
lah,
some
basically
sort
lah.
of like
Shape,
shoulder.
yeah,
The thing is
yeah.
because the androgen receptor is highly concentrated in men compared to women.
Okay.
So the receptor makes a lot of difference.
Okay.
But
Okay.
when you use drugs, which is a little bit of cheating, then you can get that masculine features, especially those traps, those straps and those shoulder. This is one of those, like, we are doctors, you know. When we look at someone, we can tell. You know, we call it like OSCE. You know what it is? Spot diagnosis.
So you can cheat, but you can't lie to Dr. Aiesha.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, if you're female and if even if you don't train properly, you overtrain and all, you will not get a masculine feature.
Not the upper body.
Not the
at
upper
least.
body,
You
right.
still get
Yes.
your glutes. You still get your
Yes,
thighs. You still
exactly.
look nice on
You
on
look
the
really
body.
nice.
you
You
look
have
nice.
to train like a man, and our potential to build muscles is the same as men. I have to explain it a little further, but what I'm saying is that when you lift weight, you can build muscles, but it's just that with the hormone limitation, where the muscle is built is more like that will the outcome of femininity and masculinity that is purely based on hormone and genetic.
You know, this is very interesting. Our first few episodes, we had a male bodybuilder.
Oh
Tony.
yeah,
Remember
yeah,
Tony?
Yeah.
Tony?
I remember Tony.
Oh,
yes.
by the way, hi Tony. You're still
Hi,
watching.
Tony.
Hi Tony, how are
Yeah,
you?
he's still watching.
He's
you know?
still watching.
Yeah. So, but we've never asked so many questions with Tony. I'm sorry, Tony.
because I would say male bodybuilding is it's common.
Yeah.
Female bodybuilding is
Something uncommon.
It's something uncommon and it's something interesting
But
to find out.
but now that Aiesha mentioned, right, and I do recall once upon a time when I went to the gym, you probably would still know because you're still going to the gym. Go look at those guys who work out. They practically have no ass.
Yeah, guys have no ass actually.
No ass.
I
Not
know-
only do they have no ass, they have stick thin legs. You know?
Yes,
It's
stick
like
thin legs.
small
They're like, oh, big bulk. Then when they
and then
walk,
chicken, like chicken legs.
chicken legs, right?
Every day is upper body day.
Every day is chest day.
They hate legs day. They hate legs
yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah.
Men
Because men they are not strong on their
Yes.
legs.
legs,
Correct,
right?
correct,
Yeah.
correct.
They're not
Because
strong.
I only when she started talking all this, right? I remember once when I went to the gym. I run a lot more than I do
Yeah.
all the whole upper body. Now this guy, one big buff John Cena, comes in, hops onto the treadmill, then he press 10 kilometers an hour, and he starts running. Then he starts shouting, you know, ha, 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 and then after about 8 minutes, he jumps off, ha. I'm like, bloody hell, 8 minutes and you're shouting like as though you ran a marathon. But he had skinny legs, lah.
Yeah. Generally, they have skinny legs,
Skinny
and,
legs.
And you do see a lot of guys when they go to the gym, right? They don't wear long pants.
They
Long,
don't.
long pants.
They
no?
wear long pants.
pants, and then they have like super tight singlet. Because the long pants hide
Yeah.
legs.
Because got no legs to show up. No legs to show up. No legs to
The
show
long
up.
pants hide the legs.
Chicken legs.
ma.
Chicken legs.
Okay.
Also, let's hide it with some nice long pants.
So basically, when you do that, you lost the aesthetic because upper body are so overpowering than your lower body. And also, I need to add, female tend to have extra body fat on their lower body. So that is why female tend to be heavier at the bottom, and men tend to be heavier
On the top.
on the top.
On the top.
Yeah. So,
So-
basically, to balance it out, you have to train both side, upper, lower. So basically, if you actually cut your body, right? Okay, let's say there is your belly button. You just cut, so you have up, down, back, and bottom. So push, pull, upper, lower, lower. Yeah.
Okay.
So that create a harmony.
All right. So my question, which I need to modify now that I know a little bit more about this already. Damn it! I was just gonna ask you why men appear to not like buff women, but now when you say all this, women don't really buff up anyway.
Women don't really buff
So
up.
okay, so let's put it this way: is it true to say that men do not like the women to do bodybuilding because of all the magazine photos
All
that
the
they see?
myth.
The
All
myth,
the
the
myth.
magazine photos, because the
myth of
magazine
female
photos are the ones
bodybuilding.
where the females are super bulky on top.
I really can't wait to answer these questions. Okay, you just say in the beginning, when you look at me, I look so small.
Yeah.
But when I flex, you like, whoa. You know what I mean? So basically, in the magazine, with all the lighting and with all the camera angle
And all the oil.
and
all the
they have
oil
no
and-
fat, like very low body fat. In the picture, they look so big because of the muscle. So in fact, we try to be as lean as possible on stage to look like a big, you know. It's an illusion. Bodybuilding is a sports that involve a lot of optical illusion.
Yeah.
So when you meet them,
yeah,
the bulky woman on the magazine, they will be like so small.
They're actually very small.
They're actually very small.
Yeah,
because
so
they are lean.
apparently they actually undergo like dehydration. They drink very little
Yeah,
water.
yeah.
Don't take sodium. So basically, they
dry out the body.
dry up the skin.
They're like ikan kering.
Yes,
lah.
so they want to dry the
Kering,
skin.
kering.
Yeah, so you dry the skin so that everything sticks to the
Sticks to
muscles.
muscle, so you can see
muscle
all the lines. Actually, it's
Yeah.
not there in the first place.
Okay lah. Okay, I'm gonna ask her one question. I wish you'll put both of us to shame.
Just
Right?
shame us.
Wait,
It's
wait,
okay.
wait, wait,
Okay,
wait,
what
wait,
is it?
wait, wait.
Can't wait to
Aiesha,
hear it.
I remember a couple of years ago you told me, right, that what was the lowest body fat
Oh, damn it.
percentage that you ever had?
Oh, basically not going to put you in shame because the
The
lowest
lowest.
around 14. 14,
14%.
yes. Not too bad.
I've never hit below 20%. You know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I've never hit below 20%.
Okay, so shame on you.
Shame.
Really?
14%, yeah, 14%.
Okay,
Shit.
you need to sign up to my program. I will let you have
I will
a
definitely sign
good,
up.
good
Definitely
body
sign
fat. But you need to know that man and female, there's so much that we can push our body. So for female, we still have 2 digits. So 14 is 2 digits. But for men, they can push as
Down to
hard
single
as
digit.
to single digit.
Yeah,
Single digit.
9.
Because the moment women push too far in terms of their body fat, their nervous system will take a big hit. Their nervous system, their hormone, their reproductive organ. So the longer you don't get your period, the more damage it is to your body. Yes. So okay, in this context, bodybuilding is involve a lot of strategic planning. So you have to have the knowledge, you have to know what is going on, and you have to be smart in taking calculated risks. So you have to work with the professionals and not just do it on your own.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So in terms of bodybuilding in your line, how much of it is genetic, and how much of it is diet, and how much of it is just workout?
Right. So basically, to achieve the result, no matter how good your genetic is, if you still don't train hard, you don't have muscle. If you still don't recover, you can't build muscle. If you don't take the right diet, you still can't be lean. So basically, hard work is on top of the hierarchy. And when you hit that, then you will see where genetic can take you.
Okay.
Yeah, but with bodybuilding, there's a lot of ways to manipulate that optical illusion. There's a lot of ways to do it, and genetic play a big role. Of course, when you talk about diet, that is in itself is genetic response. So some people are very good with the high carbs diet. Some people have to do carb cycling. Some people have to do different kind of diet, and it's the same with training. So some people, when I'm the kind of person who's so hard to get abs, so my coach is say like, your genetic is just so stubborn with the abs. Like you have to train 3 times to get those like hard abs compared to his other students. So in that sense, genetic play a big role, not just in the frame, in how your muscle fiber. But at the top level, genetic is one of those things that like everybody work hard. Okay, everybody work hard. That when you are at a higher level where everybody equal in terms of their work ethic, then genetic plays a big role.
Right.
Yes.
It's safe to say that, Ingky, you and I, we've got this very superior genes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Our genetics, right, Aiesha? I'm sorry to say, but we have to protect ourselves. Our genetics prevents us from getting into hypothermia.
Oh yeah.
We always have this layer, right, that protects the 6-pack that he has.
Yeah. It's important because my 6-pack is very valuable for my body. So it wraps it around in this yellow gold.
Yes, yellow gold. Lots of it.
Wrapped around in the yellow gold.
You guys are being humble. You're not that. You're not that fat.
He's not that fat. I mean, Greek god.
Greek God forgot.
Greek God forgot. The leaf doesn't cover just the genitals, covers everywhere.
Yes, exactly.
Ours is one big down clady.
Yeah.
We don't play with maple leaves. Right, but having said such, do women have to train harder?
Yes.
And how much harder?
Very hard. So usually, Okay, I will tell you a secret. So when I train really, really hard, I don't really like to expose it to people, because the reality of like training hard is so hard that sometimes you scream, you shout, and it's not like a very feminine thing, you know. So right now on Instagram, I started to slowly open up. And I started to be more courageous to show what is the process of training. But I still have like this self-conscious to show the real way of how we train. Okay. So I think most athletes, they don't really show the reality of how we train. It can be so crazy, but among us, if you know, something like that. Like I know, you know how we train.
So agak-agak, how many hours per day do you train?
It's not about hours, it's about the intensity. Yes.
So if Ingky wants to do 20 minutes,
short hours but high intensity.
High intensity. So there's this thing called periodization. So periodization is that you can't go high intensity all the time.
Yeah.
So let's say when you do 1 day high, and then like 3 days high, and then 1 day off, and then we do moderate. So there's always a fluctuation in intensity, so you will not have overtraining, or you will not risk yourself for injury. So as I said, everything that you do have to be intentional, have to be smart, intelligently designed.
Interesting.
all right. So I'm gonna just go off the charts then. When you talk about customizing the fitness regime, having intentional workout regimes, lots of people like to do it DIY.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
a lot of people do it DIY,
Non-structured.
non-structured or semi-structured.
Or they just watch something on YouTube and say,
Yeah.
hey, you know, I can do that as well.
Yes.
It doesn't help. Chris Hemsworth got his Center app, and you know he's like a real Greek god. Okay.
Yeah.
So the real
Yes.
Greek god came out with his own app, and you see all the ripping muscles, and he comes out with the whole app, and people follow it.
Okay.
How close can people follow, or does that really work most of the time, or do you still say that being with a coach, seeing your progress, taking into account with genetic factors and all, still
Yes.
makes the biggest difference?
Because, okay, when you talk about the biggest ROI, return of investment, is to have someone to be honest with you where you are at your fitness journey. So basically, you don't know where you are, and you just see YouTube, WhatsApp, YouTube, apps, and
and
all
all,
those
yeah.
program that is available. And the thing is, it's very generic. There's nothing customized to you, because everybody is unique, everybody require different things, and in fact, what you are willing to sacrifice, your lifestyle and your baseline in terms of fitness, you don't know where you are. So when I actually design a program for my client, I will need to know where you are at your fitness journey. And let's say you are injury free, you are like a blank canvas to me. It's gonna be a fun time for both of us. But if you have an injury, and let's say you have low back pain or you have medical injury, then we need to take a step back and regress. So most of the application, most of the workout that is representing on the market, they are very generic for everybody. So you don't know which one to choose, and it can be a confusing world. So if you want to cut off those confusion, I would suggest that you get someone to train you first for 1 year, 2 years, and educate yourself. So once you educate yourself, you will be able to do your own thing, because you just need to understand a certain concept in terms of training, diet, nutrition, and recovery. So with that, you will be able to train more intelligently. Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to ask you a quick question. At what age, what is the youngest age can someone step into the gym and start lifting weights? And what is the youngest age? do you
Right.
think?
So for now, we are talking about weightlifting in youth population.
Yeah, youth population, yeah.
Youth, adolescents. Basically, there's this myth that said for youth populations, they are not recommended to do it because of their
Stunts the growth.
epiphyseal injury,
Yeah,
which
okay.
is because their bone are still growing. So basically, this is a myth. So the some some places they have PE teachers teach them how to lift weights. Basically, it is okay to lift weight with one condition: it has to be supervised.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone
has to
must
be
be there to help. You're
supervised.
building the muscle without impacting it too hard.
bones,
Like you
without
have
injuring
to,
the bones.
you have to do it with the right technique, with the right stress, because basically lifting is stress to the body. So basically you put a calculated stress in order for the body to adapt and change. Yes.
So, but this again, it's more onto bodybuilding rather than just plain weightlifting.
Just, yeah. No,
I
I would say
said this
weightlifting as well.
weightlifting as well.
Weightlifting as well. Because
Yes.
because basically, right, it's something heavy,
Yeah.
something which your body is not accustomed to, and if you lift it wrongly, then you injure yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, when in a youth population, it's good for them to learn how to squat, how to bench press, but not to the expense of their health. You know what I mean? Yeah. So learning the technique at an early age is not an issue.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I saw in PE schools in America, in United States, some of the schools already implementing it in their gym. So which is a super progressive thing that they do. It's crazy.
Okay. So you run your clinic. So what does your clinic actually do?
Basically, it's medical fitness. Medical fitness means that we are focusing on the fitness component of health. So it's involving a preventive. So a lot of the bulk of the work is preventive, and also exploring a potential. So some of them have no illness. Say that I'm just stuck. I don't like how I look. I want to be more. So okay, let's do it. Let's do it in a way that it is safe for you. So this is what I can offer to my client. When some people, they said, hey, I start to have an ankle pain and now I have limitation. I want to start exercise, but I don't know where to begin. So we can see how your diet, and we can combine all the variables in order for you to get the shape that you want, the health that you're looking for. And sometimes all they need is just like a celebration of life. So you will be surprised, a lot of women in their 50s actually contacted me to have their photograph taken for their birthday. They want to have the best shape of their life at 50 years old. So this is like a trend already. I've seen it in among my clients in their 50s. So it's a celebration of life. So they have lived their life for others, especially women. And at 50s, they want it to be, it's about me. I want to celebrate me, but I want to do it with more strategic planning. So they came to me, and we make a plan together. So it's such a rewarding experience.
I hate that you just took my question away from me. Shit.
Okay.
What is your question?
Okay, never mind. I want to ask. Okay, so just now we were talking about the youngest.
What's your oldest?
What's the oldest that you've seen in the gym?
Oldest.
Yes. Because again, there's another myth that old people cannot lift weights.
In there's you can just Google this lady called Joan, Joan. Her Instagram is Train with Joan. I think she is in her 80s and she is so fit.
Oh wow.
Very muscular, very fit. Her physique's built with the foundation of muscles. So because her daughter is a bodybuilder. Her daughter is a sports model bodybuilder. There's another category.
So it's another category, a sports model
sports
bodybuilder.
model bodybuilder with a different look than bikini, because bikini is more like hourglass, but sports model, they are more abs. So you need to have that solid abs and rounded shoulder with strong legs.
Okay, so there's
more
another myth
athletic.
that a lot of these programs, a lot of these bodybuilding, people or women tend to think that it's more suitable for the younger generation, right? Because you're still young, you can do all the stuff.
Easier to build muscle.
Easier to build
Yes.
muscle, you don't have that much injury. Now, what would you say to women who've already had multiple, let's say, pregnancies? You know, so your body has changed. You may have a C-section or two.
Yes.
There's scars.
Yes.
There's a lot of excess fat that's built up over the years of looking after people, not looking after themselves. And a
Yes.
lot of it, the fat has already solidified. They've become brown fat. How
darling, white fat.
White fat, whatever fat. No, sorry.
She's the expert.
She's the expert.
You just Google it an hour ago. So
I will never challenge her. So anyway,
no.
yeah, but the whole question is, what would you advise to women who are in that category, already had kids and they are already out of shape and they're feeling somewhat unattractive about themselves? Yeah,
unattractive.
Unattractive.
Yeah, for me, it's very important for the woman to feel good in their body, in their skin, because they are the source of the universe. You know, they give birth to kids, and of all the years that they do for others, it's time for them to take care of themselves. And there's always a way to start. So when you have this thinking of I can't do it, I'm like too far gone, there's no hope for me, then come and find me. I will show you the way. So it's all about starts. So I want to know where you are, and then we can plan to start. So some people, I met one client of mine, she is obese. You know how long she hasn't exercised? You will be crazy to hear this.
All her life.
10 years.
Okay.
Doctor, last I exercised was 10 years. So with this client, there's no way I can do 1 hour session. There's not even a way to do 30 minute session. So she has like her stamina drop. So we can start with the stamina, because if you want to lose weight, you need to have a strong heart and lung first. We're going to start the engine. So and then we combine it with the resistance training. So cardio plus resistance training will get you far in life. So not just the way you look, but also with longevity. So when I call myself medical fitness, of course people come to me purely because they want to look good. So of course when I talk to them, we're going to talk about looking good. But behind the scene, I have a different plan. I'm thinking about their longevity, their safety, and how to make it sustainable. People who are more into, I want to look good, they need result to sustain their momentum. So when you do a deadline, when people they're just tired of their own bullshit, like I'm just tired of my own bullshit, I want to start. Okay, let's do it. So I actually take the opportunity, that momentum is short-lived. So we want to get that momentum. When it's short-lived, they can work hard. When they look their result, which is very aggressive result, and then they like it. They say,
motivated.
Finally there is a change. And then of course, the momentum gonna slow down, and I will change the program in a way that is not too taxing anymore. And also, their body has adapted to exercise, and they can continue the journey with a little bit of a result. And when they understand the process is non-linear. So the first initial program will be very fast, and then you go into it a little bit more sustained, and then we're going to go aggressive. There's a lot of up and down, but you are continuing to see changes. Not just the physique, but your mood, you are more fit. And because I have the eye for physique assessment, I make actually a detailed physique assessment where they never understand that with the correct training they can improve their posture and looking more aesthetic. So most of the clients who are not feeling good, they don't feel good with their body, they tend to have a closed body. They have a close. And when you are close, your mood is close. And your confidence is close. So when I make them do presses, and I make them do work that open up their body, they become open. So usually when the posture muscle is a lot of the chest and your the muscles around your shoulder blades, there's a lot of technique that I utilize. And when they look at themselves, there's something about them that just look different. Because when you go into the aesthetic component of physique transformation, it's not just about body fat and muscle. It's about your posture as well.
Your outlook, your projection.
I can talk about this for hours, man.
So something less, I would say less serious.
Less serious.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, I want to ask you. Okay, this is it's a personal question to you yourself. No, not to anyone out there and all. Okay, for your partner, for your partner, dad bod or hot bod?
I like hot bod.
You like hot bod?
Hot bod is delicious.
Oh, hot bod is delicious. Okay lah.
Okay, part two. Wait, part two. Wait, no. You said your piece. You said your piece. Stop. Sorry.
But not hot bod.
No.
Not like I'm not. Okay, whatever.
Okay. So no. You said that there was a but. Okay, you said
Yes, there's a but.
not totally hot bod.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
So what is the cutoff point?
Masculine.
No, what is the cutoff point for hot
So
bod?
basically, you don't have to look like a Greek god, you know. Like I don't like those bodybuilders.
This Adonis features out. Oh my god.
But I like men to have like a masculine features, you know.
Okay.
Like the masculine feature, you don't have to have like super hot bod. Like you don't have to be super lean, but like I think can I just be honest here?
Be honest, come on.
But I like guys with a nice chest, because when I look at chest, I feel like, oh, it's like a nice pillow. Yeah, so I think chest is good, and I find that shoulder are very aesthetic.
So chicken legs is fine.
Chicken leg is not that important, but they need, if they have like a good pair of glutes, that will be very attractive.
Good pair of glutes, good pair of chest. All right.
Chest and glutes,
Chest and
guys.
Shoulder.
Okay,
guys.
work your shoulders,
Shoulder.
work your ass.
Yeah, work your ass off.
Okay.
Work your ass off.
Work your ass
Because
off,
your
man.
shoulders and your chest is a
Yes.
is a given thing.
Yes.
It's a given thing.
But I think guys also have to work at their posture. So when guys, right, the way they walk, right, they are not very. There are certain walk. They are not very masculine, you know. It's like they need to take some space when they walk.
Okay.
So that
Can
is
you
very
educate?
masculine.
Can you educate us now?
Can you educate me
No,
on
us.
on
Like
that?
okay, let's say there was like a guy who enter a room. And they don't take space, so I find it very.
What do you mean that they
takes-
don't take
what-
space?
what do you mean by
That one I don't understand. What do you mean don't take space?
So
Give me an
meaning
example.
They don't occupy space.
They don't occupy space.
They-
Like
they
they
just-
close off.
They just.
So when you okay, let's say when you sit on a chair, your chest is up. You take space. You take space.
Damn, I'm
Ah,
closed off.
so you
Like,
so
so
you're supposed to
it-
sit like apa macam?
Yes, that takes space. Bengong.
So now from now on, please sit like that.
From now on,
Readjust the mic.
I'll be talking like
Not like that. Itu bodoh way. Itu bodoh way. No. You lean in.
Boss, datang, boss.
Hey, lean in a bit. Lean in a bit. Look a little bit cocky.
No, not cocky. I just take space, but I don't.
Okay.
Arrogant is a turn off.
All right. So since it's the so-called hot bod, now hot bod with not much of brains, dad bod with brains.
I prefer that bod with brains. No, wait.
Wait.
But
That bought with brains on the weekdays, on the weekend. Hot bod with no brains.
Your questions are too hard. but you know, like, okay, if it is a hot bod, don't talk to me.
Action speaks louder than words. But if you got words,
You come in, occupy space, your chest and your ass. That's it.
Chest and ass.
Your ass is. Okay, so basically, basically, it's like this. If you are smart and you're intelligent and you have a good,
You're hot bod.
you have
You are
you have
a
a good
dead
you have a good character. So if
Yeah,
you,
character.
in between a hot bod and a dead bod, of course, hot bod lah, hot bod
But
plus
I
everything
think-
and above lah.
But I think hot bod, right? Is I think for women, we don't really look at hot bod, like how men, they are more visual. When they look at girls, they want like a 100% visual before they get to know the girls. But for girl to men, we actually look at their presence. So their masculine presence is, when it's very strong, it's very attractive in my opinion. It doesn't have to be like super hot bod. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
So
just-
is it true when a man has hot bod, right?
okay, hot bod.
Most of the time, right, the attention they get, right, is actually from other men.
Yes, that's so true. Okay, so basically, can I tell you? There was this crush. You know, it's like there was this crush. He's so hot. Like he's so amazingly hot. But throughout the conversation with him, I have to asked him many times, "Are you gay? Are you gay? Are you gay?" And I think he got fed up with me already. But the thing is, when you saw his Instagram, everybody's like, "Hey, my bro." And he was like, "Hey," he took a picture with his colleague. He said, "Hey, is that your boyfriend?" So that's the problem with guys having a super hot bod and they flaunt it. Yeah, so he flaunted because many people think that bodybuilders are vain. But basically, if you are growing a masterpiece, you want to show, hey, my hard work, my masterpiece. This is all my work. I want to show it off. So for a guy who works so hard and they invested so much, their six pack, their shoulders, they want to show it off. But bukan wanita yang datang.
Yes, usually, yeah. No, because as you mentioned earlier, guys are very visual. They're very visual.
Correct.
So what happens is, visually you tend to attract other guys looking
Who are visual.
as well.
Yes.
And there are two kinds of guys: either guys who are attracted to you, or guys who want to
Be like you.
Be like you. They want to attain the same feature as you, so they admire you.
Yeah.
So you tend to actually attract more guys' attention.
Yeah. So basically, this guy is so, like, poor guy, like he is so hot and he's good looking, but he doesn't get the attention from girls. And even from me, when I talk to him, I thought that he's gay, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, it's just such a turn off for him to."
Okay, so what was the problem? Was it because he's got that bod, but he doesn't have that masculine presence?
Can you repeat the question?
No, is it because he doesn't take up space?
He doesn't take up space.
No, he's perfect. It's just that it's turned off when a lot of guys pay attention to him.
So this is the reason why
It's like,
I am the way I look.
it's like, you know what?
Prevention is better than cure.
Yeah,
Because I want attention from girls. I don't want attention from guys. So that's why I am like this.
No, basically he's good. But the thing is, when you actually talk to him and all, and the world is already hard. Okay, the dating scene is already hard. Come on, and you don't want to fight with you don't want to be like fight with gays, you know. I'm sorry to say, but it's a tough world, you know. If people like for women.
Yeah, you have to fight with other women, and then now you have to fight with another gender.
Which is like too much work, man.
Yeah. Hey, since we are on the whole dating scene, I think you have a question inside there. Do you want to ask?
Yeah. So now that we're all in the whole your crush in the gym, thingamajig, right? So what is the cheesiest pickup line that you've got in the gym?
Okay, so I'm just gonna tell
Just
you
say
a B9
it. Don't mention names.
Because there's a part 2 to the question. So you say yours first.
Okay, I will say the B9 one first. The cheesiest one, it says that, wow, you train, you lift so heavy like a man, but you look like a beautiful woman. You are a rare species. I'm like, oh my gosh, so lame, you know. But there was the second one, which is not so benign. But I'm not really sure if I should share it.
Share it. Come on.
Oh my
Just
God.
do it.
Yeah.
This is so inappropriate. I was like doing leg press. So at that time, I was ready for my competition and I looked like super ready, you know. So I was doing my leg press on my own, and there was this fitness trainer who worked at a commercial gym. And I thought he was just like being friendly, you know. And he kind of like whispered to me, and he asked me to, he said, hey, like it's so rude, like, this is not a pickup line, but he just, oh my gosh, so hard to say.
Just mention.
Okay,
just
he wants to say, I tak pernah try lah dengan perempuan fitness. So rude, you know. And then when I look at his Instagram, dia ada bini, okay?
Oh.
Scandal gila.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, there's a lot of like cheaters out there who likes to go around the gym and.
Prey on
try
people.
prey on people. So I feel like I want to report to the wife, you know.
Okay. So now part 2 of the question.
Yeah, part 2.
Which cheesy line that you like the best?
No, which one actually worked?
Which worked on
Which actually worked?
Which actually worked? Or at least made you.
Which of the pickup line
I think
actually worked?
you guys want to use it at the gym.
No.
is it?
He goes to the gym. I don't.
Trust me, when I go talk to girls run away. Okay. So
They're afraid of the Greek body. Yes.
So I think usually when girls like it when people compliment their hard work. It's like nothing about the body, nothing about trying to, you know, like how do you call it? Mansplaining. Mansplaining,
Okay.
yes. So mansplaining is very common at the gym, especially when guys like, oh, you're doing it wrong, something like that, or you look really very, very good. But I think the strongest interaction that I remember always in my heart and in my mind is when people encourage me. Come on, you can do it, and that makes a bit different. For us women, right, when we have guys encourage us to perform, we feel that we belong, you know, because sometimes when you go to the gym, this is so not uncommon, when the guys always think their workout are more important than the girls. So how many sets? Okay, let's say if I were doing some equipment, and then
then someone comes in
and
someone
come in, how many sets? And you are doing it with your girlfriend or just on your own, and they have this vibe that their workout are more important than this girl's workout. Have you seen that at the gym?
Well, I've seen in gyms whereby they ask you how many more sets, and then they just stand around looking at you and
Yes.
try to pressure
Yeah.
you to
Yes.
finish up as quick as possible.
Yeah. So to the girls, right? But
Yeah, to girls, even to other guys as well. Even to other guys.
but if a buff guy, they will never do this, right?
Ah, that's
no
true,
wonder,
that's true.
no
Yes.
wonder they always rush me lah. Because from back, I look like a girl. Hey, this fat chick, what's she doing there? Go, hey, it's a
No,
guy.
no, you
Inside
you,
blood.
you were doing exactly what she wants you to do. You were taking up space.
Okay, I want to ask then. Okay, then non-serious stuff lah.
Okay.
Does
Go for
picking girls up in the gym work, or do the girls go in the gym and say, you know what, I just want to work out on it. Please don't come and kacau me.
Oh, basically, when you want to talk to the girl, do not talk to her when she's in the zone. It's very because actually people don't understand when you are resting. You are resting. You are resting, but your mind already thinking of the next set. So when you're already in the flow, and someone talk to you, you kind of like lost it, you know, like, oh no, like they steal my flow. I'm not really sure if you understand.
I understand.
Flow.
When you're in the zone, you're in the zone.
Yeah.
Don't kacau you when you're in the zone.
Yeah, but after you had a very, very good workout, like feel like
Relax.
accomplished, and that is the best time to talk to the girls.
So if you
I'm
want to pick up a
super
girl,
good mood.
So for those of
good
you
mood.
who are in the gym and you want to try your luck,
at the end of the workout,
the,
right?
the only problem is you have to know when
Where's
is
the
when
end
the
of
zone
the-
ends.
when is
When
the
the
end
zone
of the- yeah, when the
ends.
zone
Yeah,
ends.
so don't go in the wrong zone. Otherwise
don't
you'll
go
be
in the wrong
zoned out.
Yeah, but okay, there was one time that I really like this guy. He's so cute. Anyway, so
Hot bot, right?
Hot bot also,
Hot bot, right?
right?
Okay, hot bot,
there you
okay.
go, There you go. She just couldn't
Yes.
take it anymore. She's like giggling
Yeah.
away.
hot butt and hot face.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
okay. Do tell.
All right.
And take space.
Oh,
Oh.
space. Oh, okay.
So what happened is that, yeah, you're in the zone, but at the same time, if you want to make yourself feel present, you just like pandang-pandang a bit lah. Like just pandang and I pandang and that's it. And I continue back to the zone. But this is there's a bit of like a clause, you know. But
You
this
better
kind of
be hot bot.
strategy, this kind of strategy make sure that the girl like you first. Yeah. But if the girl doesn't show sign that she likes you, then maybe you talk to her after her workout when she feel good and accomplished.
Have you seen like peacocks around? It means like, you know, peacocks when they see when they see a female around,
Suddenly
they
buff up.
They buff up, or they start lifting weights in front of you, hooah, like that.
Okay, basically right now I'm actually working out at Pro Tech Gym. So I'm a sponsored athlete at this gym in Kepong, which is a bodybuilding gym. So I always carry around tripod because the deal is I have to document my training, a little bit of clips here and there, and give a shout out. Okay. So there was this particular guy. Everywhere I go, there
in your
will be
background.
him at the background. It's like, how do I edit this? Because now I was like looking at my exercise videos. So I know that I need to do like a short clips in reels or something. I'm like, okay, this guy is always the same guy. So when you work out, that space is big. ProTech is such a big gym, so you have to go here, and at the background there's always this dude. Like, what's going on?
Photo bomb,
Yeah, a video bomb.
video bomb.
Yeah. So that is one of stories.
So it does happen.
So it does happen.
does
But the
happen.
good news is these days these days there's a lot of app. You can actually use the AI to recognize his face. Then you can replace his face with a Batman
Yeah,
or the
really?
Spider-Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do that.
I'll
I'm
just-
not very like
It's a
tech
face app
savvy.
changer or
Face
something.
app changer.
Yeah,
Just ask
face
the
changer,
ask the techie fellas.
Yes.
They'll do it for you. Yeah. So you can actually replace it to whatever face you want it to be.
Yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Hemsworth.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly,
spying on you all the time.
No, you keep mentioning Chris Hemsworth, but he's not my taste.
He's not into what? Too much of a hot bod?
What's wrong with him?
No, I don't think he's like.
He's not that
He's not
good looking?
He's not that Greek.
Okay,
god.
all right.
Not my taste.
All right. What's your taste
Yes,
then?
I want to know. What is the pinnacle
Okay,
of,
so
of masculinity for you?
okay, for me it's a bit like do you know this is not about hot bod, but this is just about the aura. Have you seen this drama called this guy called Thomas Shelby? Peaky
Yeah.
Blinders?
Yeah,
Peaky
Peaky
Blinders,
Blinders. Yeah.
I think he's hot.
Oh, you think it's hot?
Yes.
Yeah, but he got no bod.
But
Yeah, I know.
but he's
skinny.
small. He's skinny.
small.
That's the thing. It's the
small.
aura. It's
Oh,
the aura.
but he takes space.
He takes space.
takes
He takes
space,
space.
yes.
He takes
You know,
lots of
when,
space.
when he walks in the room, you know he walked in the room.
Yeah.
and
yeah.
then he's so confident. So
Yeah.
that is like his aura of masculinity is very strong. So girls tend to like that. But
Interesting.
also we also like kind men. So I like kind and sweet and gentle. Yeah, it's a paradox basically.
It's a paradox.
Yeah, it's a
I
paradox.
got confused after
Yeah,
you.
because Thomas Shelby is neither kind nor
neither
is he
kind
gentle.
nor is it gentle.
He has done a lot of stuff. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact: all 6 seasons he doesn't eat.
Oh,
He
yeah?
doesn't eat.
He doesn't eat.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah. So it's actually they did it for 2 seasons. He didn't eat at all. There's no shot of him eating, unless you consider drinking whiskey as food. So everyone else has eaten in the shoot except him.
in the scene. All right, except
And then they decided, let's just continue this thing and
of
see who
him
catches
not,
on.
Not eating. All
Really?
right.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Yeah, but this guy has a big trauma. He needs to deal with it. He also shows a bit of a toxic masculinity. Yeah, where it's like he has a problem to express his true feelings. So, but it's just that the masculinity is strong, but sometimes it also can be toxic. But for Chris Hemsworth, I would say that he's too big, and
Do you believe that these Hollywood actors take a little bit of something to get them
That size.
that size?
so when you get paid millions and millions, a lot of it at stake, and you sign a contract, there's a lot of things that you can't mess it up, and you have to take risks, and you have to make it happen. You know, we don't know what is going on behind the scene, but when people are pushing
Yep.
through the limits and the stake is high, sometimes they do
Sometimes
what they need
shortcuts
to do.
lah. Sometimes people will
Necessary,
take shortcuts.
necessary.
sometimes
But I
that's
would not like point fingers or say anything, but
Understood.
the world, that is how the world works. When you are pushing to
Understood.
the limits, you have to do what it takes. It's a survival thing.
Understood.
Mark Wahlberg. One more.
Oh, Mark Wahlberg, I really love his training style. His work ethic.
Hey, he works at 4 a.m. in the morning.
No,
3 a.m.
he wakes up at 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning,
Yeah,
right.
so they can go golf at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
So
Good,
Mark
3.
Wahlberg is the kind of guy who always in shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you want to learn from someone who always in shape.
Yeah.
Not like seasonal shape. So people are in shape. They do the work. They they put the deposit every single day.
Yeah, they guess.
Actually, people think that okay, you have to go hardcore all 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, then you can rest. No, but actually the power of transformation is at your habit and the consistency. So for me, if you want to know what I have been doing with all my life, I have undergone so many surgeries, so many health issues, but I always never stop training, no matter what. If I'm on my bed, like I was on the medication from surgery, I will do something like core exercise, moving my toes. There's always something to do, you know, because when exercise already become your survival thing, you have to put your health as number 1. Then there's no shortcut. It's all about giving the deposit every single day. Like you menabung lah orang cakap. Because just a little bit of my background. Sorry, serious stuff.
No, it's okay.
So I survived cancer 2 times, and I survived post-traumatic PTSD, and I did like surgery. So many things that sometimes I didn't reveal to the public. There are a lot of going on, and my therapist said that my experience are too intense and too dark. It's not proper to share it to the people who are not ready to hear. But what I would offer to the public is that no matter what happened in your life, when you put your health as number one priority, you will realize that is your most precious thing. So people go through their life thinking that they will live forever. But for me, every day when I wake up, all in my head is longevity. What can I do today to prolong my life? Because I'm at a stage where my longevity is not guaranteed. Okay, I don't want to cry, but this is the truth that I'm like that is happening. So sorry that is serious, but the thing is, when you think about longevity, that is your priority. Everything is a secondary. But of course, a lot of people coming already in a auto robot, like automatic mode. Like it's about gaining wealth, gaining like take care of their family and everything. But sometimes they forget, in order to take care of your family, you are busy chasing money, chasing wealth. Your time is not guaranteed. You have to think about longevity each time you wake up. What can I do today to make myself live longer? So basically, it's not even like a guessing game, because a lot of studies being done on longevity. So what is longevity thing that you can do to improve yourself? Like walking. Walking is very good for longevity. Resistance training. You don't have to go hardcore for me, like me. So a little bit of calisthenic, a little bit of resistance band, weight training, whatever form of resistance training that you prefer, you add on, you can increase your lifespan. Because most of the time when women, they go into old age, they like people sustain hip fracture. That is one of the most common way that people go, you know. Yeah. So a little bit of serious note over there. So hopefully
I think
it's a wake-up call.
I think it's important because it lends perspective into why you train so hard
Yeah.
and become who you are.
Yeah.
Now, Aiesha, for the sake of our viewers, there are people who probably want to know, if a lady, let's say, who is in their 40s, all right?
Yeah.
In their 40s, all right? Let's say a BMI of 30, 32, quite common. Fat percentage in a range of 28-35%, again very common once they hit that stage. How soon or how fast can they start feeling better about themselves through your program? I'm not saying start to look hot but still start feeling better, because a lot of times when people start on any kind of exercise regime, the first couple of weeks is the worst time. You feel miserable, you're working out, you gain nothing out of it yet.
Yeah, so basically, as I said, when you want to transform, the first thing is to catch the momentum. So you need to see progress. So most of the time, the people so focus on scale, which is wrong. So the progress that I can, that is more accurate, right, in my opinion, based on my, I work with so many people already. And the measurements are very, very good indicator, because the waistline drop very fast. So when you actually, okay, let's say scale, waistline, and I actually monitor a lot of parameters. So one of the parameters that go down really fast is waistline. So just fix a little bit of their diet and make them walk a little bit more, and it will just take away the waistline super rapid.
All right.
Yeah, so when they see and to measure the waist, there's also a way. So some people, they don't even know how to measure the waist, especially when they're like a skin fold, blah, blah, blah. So when you measure waist, you want to measure it at the narrowest point, this is one point, or you want to measure it at the belly button. So it depends what is your situation. Are you obese? Are you just like standard, you know? Yeah, so when you know how to measure, usually in 1 week, I saw it's not uncommon to lose 2 centimeters in 1 week.
Wow.
Not bad, not bad. All right.
Yes.
Okay, so ending up, all right? If someone wants to look for you, right, to get you to help them transform their life, how can they reach out to you?
They can follow my Instagram, and there's a link in the bio, www.draieshamadfit.com, which is a Google business. They can even DM me on Instagram, so AIESHA.ASMADI. But I want to warn you, there's a lot of sexy pictures because
It's okay
it's a
because
bikini
it's a
bodybuilding.
bikini
Bikini
bodybuilding.
bodybuilding,
You do what you preach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically,
Because
you do what you preach.
basically my strength is sculpting physique. So I tend to like to hide my clients to protect their privacy, because some people, when you are a work in progress, you do not want to share it with public. So the way for me to do marketing is just to show that my specialty of sculpting through my own journey.
Okay. All right. So you guys, we're going to be putting the link down here. Make sure you follow her. That's also in the description, so you can go check it out. And yeah, I would say today is an eye opener.
Yeah, it is.
Real eye opener. I learned more about bodybuilding through Dr. Aiesha
Yeah, exactly.
than I did
Eternity, but my entire life.
my entire life. Feeling a bit small, but probably can grow bigger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, definitely we have learned a lot of good pointers from her.
Yeah.
Right, a lot of good
and
pointers.
also I want to stress that for guys, don't look into. I would say a lot of times, women do not go into bodybuilding or to do more intense training because of the perception of their partners.
Oh
yes.
yeah, that's so true.
So
They're
when
in
you
that
don't
because of
get good
themselves.
support, you don't want to work as hard. You feel that if you work harder, you look better than them, then they don't find you attractive, or the guys start to look at you like you're some WWE wrestler, and then say, oh, don't do that later, you look so chunky, and I don't want to kiss the Rock female version or John Cena female version. I think guys, today also, it's like an eye opener. Women do not bulk up.
No, they don't bulk
as
up.
as how
men
we
do.
think they
Yeah,
will.
yeah.
We're
They
not
will create a very feminine physique.
Yeah.
through-
Even more feminine.
even more feminine.
yeah,
Yeah.
They can enhance their feminine physique through bodybuilding training style. Really.
So with that, I think it's important, guys. You got to break this cycle, break this mindset. Be more encouraging.
Yes.
Be more encouraging. In fact, you should be the one paying for the classes.
Yes. Should pay Dr. Aiesha for the
Dr.
class.
Aiesha for the classes, then you get a hot bod
Yes.
partner after that.
Exactly.
Then
Or maybe you do it together, you know.
together. Yeah,
duet
exactly.
classes.
Duet classes.
I must warn you though, if you can't meet, then you feel shy also.
No, I think a lot of people, they underestimate themselves. So many people, they say, no, I can't do it, especially female. No, I read you, and I say you can do 200 kg squat, and they're like, no way. And then in 1 month they can do it. No, not 200 kg squat, I'm sorry, 200 kg leg press. So usually I like to work with leg press, because leg press you can push the weights, and that leg press will translate into squat.
How many kilos can this guy do?
I also don't know actually.
Use your
I also
special
don't
eye,
check. I also don't
scan in up and down. How many
I
kilos
also
can he
don't-
do?
That's the reason why I'm wearing long pants. That's the main reason why I'm wearing long pants,
You're being humble. You're being humble.
Yeah.
Yo, so before we review anything, guys, that's the end of the whole podcast, man.
Yeah, enough lah.
That's enough time for it. We have no more time. Okay, first of all, I would like to thank Aiesha
Yeah,
for
thank you so
giving us
much.
the
Thank
time
you
of
so
the
much.
day. Right, time of the day to actually come all the way here.
So much fun. I wish it's longer, because there's
Yeah, it's called the Three Dogs from now on.
Yeah, from next year onwards, it's called the Three Dogs.
Dapat CPD point tak?
I can help you apply. Don't
That
worry.
one you check with this guy. This
I
tyco,
will help you apply.
tyco.
Don't worry about it. Right, guys. If you like this sort of videos and you find it something helpful, please like and subscribe, and then let us know in the comments below what you actually think of female bodybuilding, female fitness, and
Female
especially
fitness.
bikini competition.
And for ladies, we would like to hear your
Yes.
comments. What kind of problems that you've had? Comment down there. If you can't reach Dr. Aiesha, we'll forward all these questions to her. Then she'll reply to you directly.
Right.
I
So
know.
So until next time, we'll catch you next week in the Two Dogs podcast. I'm Dr. Ingky.
I'm Dr. Ali, and we have Dr. Aiesha.